The core intention of Amorim system is to attack the half spaces with their talented forwards. The idea is to use the ball carrying ability of his new signings like Cunha and Mbomo, or to use quick unpredictable combinations in tight spaces. This pattern suits his best players, and his captain loves these risky attacks in chaotic situations. But these patterns are not consistent as their attackers lack technical consistency, or the players who provides balls into these areas is not completely suitable for this role. So let's see how Amorim's genius structure is working against him. This sequence simply validates the contradictions in his system. This was just 10 minutes into their latest game, and we can see the double pivot behind the pressing line, while United is trying to overload the ball side with proximity. The pattern is predictable for both opposition and an average viewer, but the key is how the players interpret or execute this trained pattern. Since Cunha is a dangerous man in this zone, he is marked. If everything goes well, Cunha can be released into the penalty area. The centre back did a decent job in carrying the ball forward to push the block deep. The ball is played to Bruno, and the ideal situation is to play a first touch pass. But here Bruno took a touch and the pass was intercepted. Now let me show how it might have turned out. As the ball is close to his right foot, Dallet has some separation from his marker, and Cunha can escape his marker by a timed run. If the ball is played straight to Dallet's left foot, the centre back won't be able to poke it as it is beyond his reach. Dallet could have easily played a first touch pass with his left foot to Cunha. Here Cunha is marked by a midfielder and not a centre back, and it's because Sesko is already pinning a centre back. A midfielder cannot commit his 100% in following a runner, as he also has to protect these areas. So it's safe to say he will be allowed enough time to attack the ball into the penalty area, provided that Dallet plays a decent pass. So Amorim's system is providing the right conditions for his players to perform. But here, Bruno isn't ready to make the first time pass, and also the pass he made was into the right foot, which can be easily top off by the defender. Any player playing in a decent Premier League team is expected to do these actions consistently, and the lack of consistency is heavily dragging United back. This one is another similar situation with Bruno and Cunha. As Bruno got the ball, Cunha is making that run into the space, and the opposition midfielders are in dilemma on the marking responsibility. The centre backs cannot jump due to Sesko. Also, the structure positions Mbomo in the half space, and this adds additional pressing dilemma for any opposition. Now, Bruno simply has to play a decent pass into Cunha's left foot, and he can drive at the back line as he has that ability. But here, it was played to the right foot and was easily intercepted. Here they have their typical structure with Mbumo and Dallet exchanging positions. Maguire did his best by finding the half space attacker, and Dallet was good enough to progress the attack further. Striker has a 1v1 opportunity right at the middle, but he could not create anything out of it as it was a poor striking technique considering his standards. The structure accomplished its desired intention in the sequence, but once again the technique failed them. Here Ugarte bypassed the press with a penetrative pass, and after a couple of passes, United again bypassed the ball side pressure. Now Ugarte can attack the underloaded far side. Here he showed his quality by a disguised pass to find Cunha, and now the midfield is beaten. United have their most dangerous ball carrier on the ball, with player proximity to help him further. But there was some miscommunication, and the attack stalled. These combinations might look complicated, but it's really good to watch when done properly, and this can easily fail due to its higher technical demand. Players like Cunha and Mbomo is bored to execute this style of play, but as of now, his decision making is really questionable. It seems he is wasting too many crucial chances, and it's affecting the whole team. Here the double pivot played a combination to beat the press, and United can benefit from the structural advantage of having the wing back free to attack the far side. Dallet became the ball carrier in a dangerous counter-attack, and he could have released Cunha if a ball is played in front of his running path. But Dallet's pass lacked enough weight and was intercepted. So again, it's the technique limiting the potential of the system. Now look at the sequence. Whenever a midfield runner entered the scene, United's attacks became more dynamic. Bruno is someone who is ready to make those runs, but Amorim has to ensure that ball providers like Dallet is technically consistent. Here Bruno is acting like a midfield runner, and his entry caught them off guard. It could have been a dangerous situation, but due to the same technical reasons, the attack stalled. United's attacking structure is programmed to make the half spaces exposed, and they even created one of their best chances in the game by a run from the half space. Here it was a perfectly weighted, creative pass from Dallas, and it ended up in a penalty. So we all can agree that Dallas has the technical quality, but the real question is about the technical consistency. The same problem is evident with Dorku. Here the whole press can be bypassed if we can play a diagonal pass to Sesko. It's only possible if he plays it with his right foot, but Dorgo is too dependent on his left foot that he never uses weak foot. So I think it's clear how technical inconsistency is affecting United's attacks, and the same can be observed with their defending too. It's true that Amorim's idea has certain limitations, but I don't think changing him will make a major difference. Many fans and critics want him to change the system, but his best attacking trio of Cunha, Sesko, and Mbomo can work optimally only in this 3-4-3 setup, and he doesn't have the right players to change into a conventional 4-2-3-1. The 4-2-3-1 will get the best out of Bruno in a number 10 role, but Cunha can't operate as an orthodox winger, and the best bet is to improve his players to play in this system. They may win if they are ready to play dirty like a relegation fighting team. But as of now, Amorim will keep on losing if he wants to play a beautiful brand of football with the players under his disposal.